We are live. This is Why Work Here, a new show which hopes to show the inside workings of a startup and how teams come together and how they cooperate as teams. That's what it's all about. Let's see how it actually pans out in reality, because the first team that we have here in the studio today, in the Asia Tech Podcast studio, is Asia Tech Podcast. Here we are. So maybe we can do a quick intro of the team, who they are. This is not the entire team, because obviously we're limited by the number of mics. So we have some of our team watching live outside. So hello, team. To those of you who can't join us here, thank you for being here in spirit. My name's Graham Brown. We'll do a quick round robin. Sitting to my left, we have
Bharat, the man behind
the mask.
the mask.
The engineering mask. You recognise Barrett. He's the one that does all the engineering here.
Yep.
Keeps the studio ticking over nicely. Barrett, and welcome to the first ever live show.
Yes.
For yourself.
I'm Zaha. Yes, I'm a new guy here. I'm here as an analyst. Yes. Yep.
Welcome, Zaha.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, week one.
Yeah, so I'm Prarthana and I've been here for quite some time. So what I do is manage the events, or if you're coming as a guest to the studio, so manage that as well.
Yeah. Good. So here we are. Here is the foursome. So we will now jump into the format for Why Work Here. So what we wanted. So let's talk a little bit about what we wanted to do with the show. Is that basically we wanted to give startups an opportunity to show how they roll as teams, and in a real authentic way. You know, outside the BS of the conference and the very polished high production value TV or radio. We wanted to give people the real deal, so we thought we'd put startups together, the teams together in a studio, and get them to ask the tough questions to each other, so we get to find out how they roll. So hopefully the net result of this is, A, we have a bit of fun, B, we learn a bit about each other, and C, the listeners and viewers can also learn a bit about these startups, the real stuff that you don't necessarily get from the website.
Yeah.
So let's see if we get there. What we do is we ask the team to submit questions. So there's a few really easy sitters to get us started, and then we get into the tougher questions. And as we answer the questions, we will cross them off and move on to the harder ones as we move on through the list of questions up there on Slido. So let's flash up the Slido screen, Barrett, and we'll kick off. So I'll ask the first question as I'm introducing. And what we'll do, the first one is I'll ask the table for their answers, and then I'll choose the best answer, and the best answer then gets to ask the next question. But when you ask the next question, you have to ask one person, right? If you're not happy with their answer, then you can call them out and say, not very happy with your answer, I'm going to give it to somebody else. So give somebody else an attempt at answering that. So, given that we are in November and we're just around the corner from Christmas, or I keep getting reminded this is an easy sitter question. This is a very easy one. What do you want for Christmas? Let's start off, Prarthana.
Oh my God, I thought you'll start with me. Okay, so Christmas. So what I want for Christmas right now, like today, is like comfy piece of pajamas. Just to get good sleep on that holiday,
Right.
and then start a new day the next with all the sleep. Yeah,
Comfy pajamas?
comfy pajamas.
Zaha?
Let's see. I like a $200 shopping voucher.
Right, very specific.
Yeah.
Maybe Takashimaya.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't ask for any specific things. So I can actually use that voucher to buy something that you guys wouldn't know.
Just money. You just
Just
want
about-
money. Just give me the money.
Just give me the money, I'll buy the rest.
Just buy the rest. All right. Barrett.
That's a very tough question.
Yeah, that's how. This is an easy one starting off.
Too
But
many
then-
things in here.
I think off the head, probably good food such as like mutton biryani or
Mutton biryani.
You'd get it
Good.
every other day.
You
Come
could
on,
ask
Bharat.
that for any other day.
Yeah, a man of simple pleasures. On that basis, because he's close to my heart, I'm going to award it to Barrett. Well done. You get the first one. So the first one, we should have the gold stars, shouldn't we? We usually do this on the grind where we award gold stars. But
Right.
Yeah.
let's rock and roll. We'll just keep a mental note of this. So Barrett, you won that first round. You're going to get to ask the question
Okay.
next. You choose the question from the list on. We cross that "What do you want for Christmas" out and move on. So we'll now have three. No, that you've highlighted it. So let's archive that one. 3 questions. Take your pick and then choose who you're going to ask?
Oh, not the age, please.
So I am gonna ask, how do you decide whether you can bet on a person in the first interview? So I'm gonna ask this to Graham because
Right.
I am pretty sure you have interviewed a
lot of people.
lot of people.
Yeah.
So yeah, how do you decide?
Small signals. I'm really interested in how people, like when they turn up for interview, you can focus on the big picture, say all the right things, but I'm really interested in the small things that often people can't hide.
Mm-hmm.
For example, do they turn up early? Do they stick around and ask questions at the end of it? Have they done the research? Have they, bothered to watch some of your interviews or, whatever it is that you do?
Mm.
Have they bothered to go in beyond, like 10 minutes before the interview, just kind of like do a quick web search on who the company is? So those are the small things. Those are what I look for, that hunger, the people who really want it. That's what I look for. I would bet on somebody like that every day. They turn up early, they stick around, ask questions, and they do their research.
So that means we check the boxes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm here.
That's why you're here. Exactly. But the other stuff, I mean, this is the thing, like like traditional recruitment process is all the other stuff. It's the big
Yeah.
picture. It's like, what did you study at university? What experience do you have? All that stuff. It's useful, but really what interests me is the other stuff that gives me a better insight into that person. And at the end of the day, you can only really tell if you give that person a run out 4 weeks in the company.
Yeah.
Then we find out whether or not they're any good, right?
Yeah.
That's the only way of finding out.
You did a very interesting, you gave us a very interesting task. So would you like to share with us?
Yeah, sure. Maybe you can tell the story.
So what we were supposed to do is Graham said that, okay, he took us down to the basement. There are a lot of lecture theaters there. And he's like, we are planning to do an event here and it is locked.
The room's locked.
The room is locked.
Yeah.
And how would you open it? So then Bharat and I were interviewing together that time.
Yeah, the same.
So we had 3 options. We thought of going to the security.
Mm-hmm.
Then we thought of, finding a similar room.
Yeah.
And thirdly, we thought, okay, let's just try and open it. It might actually be open. So I think it was open. Or
We just picked up a random room and
but it was a
open.
similar arrangement, so we
Right.
get an idea of the. So what were you trying? What skills were you trying to look?
I think these are,
through that.
yeah, I mean, there's so much in there that teaches me about that person.
Okay.
Because there was a fourth option, which was do nothing,
Yeah.
which was wait for me to tell them,
Uh-huh.
right? And the startup, that's no good, right?
Right.
What I was looking for people who, could get off their ass and do something and not wait
Yeah.
for me to tell them, because that's what they're going to be like
Mm-hmm.
in the real world after the interview. That's how they're actually going to behave. So I was looking for that. Also, people who could work as a team. You
Okay.
two just so happened to be in the same interview, but you worked as a
Yeah.
team to get that done. Like, let's go and talk to the security guy.
Yeah.
The third one, not afraid to ask.
Hmm.
Like, oh, I can't go and ask the security guy. People are like that, right? So those are the kind of qualities I'm looking for. I think I got the idea. There's a company called Lala Move, who one of the guys there, Blake Larson, said that when they recruit, they ask their people to build a chair. They give them like a flat pack IKEA chair and they say, right, build that.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's kind of a similar test. It's a real test. Like, because some people also in those interview situations, they think, oh, I'm not going to do that.
Hmm.
It's not why I'm here. And exactly that's the wrong person for a startup. So to answer the question about, what would you bet on? The people who does what it takes, or what am I trying to say? Gets the job done,
Okay. Hmm.
does whatever is necessary.
Yeah.
Does that mean I have to go and ask, look, do I have to look a bit stupid and go and ask the security guy? Okay, I'll do that if it gets the job done, right?
Hmm.
Some people are like, oh no, I'll wait for the boss to tell me. Right, and that's that's how we've been trained in education, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I think it was good. I mean, like with you two, it was certainly a good indication. That told me everything I needed to know.
Probably one of the 2 keywords would be sense of initiative
Yeah.
and leadership, right?
Absolutely. So it's easy to talk about initiative and leadership, but when you put it in that real situation in the wild, which is
Mhm.
like interview, Like, oh, is this really happening now? Then you actually see how people behave. Because I can talk about leadership, but if somebody says, right, well, we can't get in to the room, let's see how they really behave in that situation. Because I might have done a leadership course or read a book about it, but let's see how they really are.
I like that answer.
Ryan, you're going to give me that?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a star
Yeah.
for that as well. Star for and star.
Star for us. All right. That means I get to ask the next question again. All right. So,
Yep.
all right. Okay. Let's do this then.
Alright.
All right. Okay. What book are you reading at the moment?
Common question.
Yeah, but I like this question. It's a good. Whoever asked this one, it's a good one because I like people who like to read. Pratana, what are you
I'm
reading?
not the right person then. I'm not very fond of reading.
Neither do
I'm so
I.
sorry.
I'm currently not reading anything.
You're not reading anything?
I'm not. I have recently bought a book, Alchemist.
Oh, Paulo
Um,
Coelho.
Yeah, and I really want to read it. It's there right next to my bed, but
How long's it been there?
since few weeks, couple of weeks.
Last
Yeah.
Christmas?
It's untouched since then.
Yeah, it was my gift for last Christmas.
was it? Oh, you should read it. But I'm not satisfied with that answer, I'm afraid.
Yes.
So I'm going to have to award it to somebody else.
Yes.
Zaha, are you reading at the moment?
At the moment, no.
No.
But I used to read this book called Gone Girl. Okay, I
It's a
mean,
movie as well.
there is a movie as well. It's a very, very good movie. Like,
Yeah.
I watched the movie at first. Yeah, so I get very interested. I buy the book. That I read, like, to get all the finer details. of
What's it
what's
about?
going- Sorry,
What's it about?
I don't want to spoil for you guys.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, it's okay about this a married couple. Yes. So and okay, this guy is married to his wife, a psychotic wife. I can say a psychotic wife. Want to play those very mind games with him. Yeah. So that one point of time, okay, the wife decided to leave. Okay, decide to leave the husband. Yeah, but then many people thought that the neighbors thought that actually the husband is the one who killed the wife. Okay.
Are you giving it away? Is it a real
yes,
story?
Sorry,
Is it a real story?
it's not based on true story.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a.
Fiction.
I don't think.
Fiction.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
but it's
Yeah, I
a
don't
movie?
think sorry,
It's a movie?
there is a movie of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a movie.
So-
The main actor was Ben Affleck.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Which was better? The movie was better or the book?
Oh, the book.
The book.
Obviously, the book.
That's
always
what
better,
everybody
yeah.
says.
Same goes for like the
Yeah.
Harry Potter series, right?
Yeah.
Everybody says that. Everybody says that. I don't
Yeah.
believe them. Well, I'm still not satisfied with the answer. So
I don't want to spoil it.
Barrett, I'm going to have to give it to you. Tell me you're reading something, Barrett.
Okay. Honestly,
Yeah, honestly.
I hate reading.
You
Oh
hate
my
reading?
God.
I hate reading. But here's the big but. I have read a few books. It's just that I don't remember the title of the books.
That's the best answer. Come on, Graham. You have to give it to him. It's better
Okay,
than
so
mine.
one of the books I read was
What was at school?
nope. It came out as a movie lately.
Wow.
No, it's a Tom Hanks movie.
Hmm.
It's a very similar story to Avengers where this guy releases a virus. It kills half the population.
Hmm.
It's one of the series in the Da Vinci Code or something like that.
Oh.
It's not the Da Vinci Code. It's one of those series.
Angels and demons.
No, it's not that. It's I forgot the book name.
Right.
Yeah. So
All right, well, I'm not satisfied with that answer. Either. I'm gonna have, no,
Graham, how about you?
How
give
about
that?
you,
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm well read, but I'm not on the other side of the question. I'm gonna have to award that to you, Zaha, because
Oh.
you gave the only answer.
Thanks.
I thought I was surrounded by some literary fiends here, people who are devouring a book a day.
I watch videos,
Videos, yeah.
audio videos.
YouTube videos.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of YouTube.
We consume
Yeah.
YouTube.
I watched that as well, but I still read, so yeah. Maybe it's an age
Just helps
thing.
to clear
Comes
your
with
mind.
wisdom.
I have read
Wisdom.
Nancy Drews, like
Nancy Drew,
yeah,
once.
Yeah, Goosebumps and all those like
Yeah.
books, baby kid books. Yeah.
Zaha, help us out here.
Okay,
It's over
alright.
to you. You're on the questions now.
All right.
So
Let's
pick a
see.
question.
Okay. All right. What is the best thing about this team? Can shall we do that?
Who are you going to ask?
Yes. Let's go to ask first. Okay, what about you, Prana? Ask you.
Okay, the best thing about
Yes.
this team.
Yeah.
We don't read.
We have something in common.
Our
I think
hatred for books.
the best thing about this team is we have lunch together. And I think that is the time when we talk and talk a lot outside the office. So that time outside the office with the team is the best time. But if you will just want to know what's the best part of the team, best thing about the team is the dynamics as well. So we have like diversity, a lot of diversity as well. So we get to know about each other's culture. Like Diwali is coming up. So
We
today
talked about it today, didn't we?
topic for
Yeah.
lunch was actually Diwali, and we were just sharing how we celebrate it in India, how we do it here in Singapore. Yeah, so all this diversity actually, it's good to learn all that from the team, and that brings more bonding. Also, the connection gets stronger as well. Yeah, that's the best.
And where do we have lunch as well? I think that's kind of important to talk about, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
Hot Chong. The Hot Chong, like the canteen.
The cheap canteen.
Yeah.
So we lunch at the like today we went down to
Yeah.
the Chinese place, like the
Yeah.
Hawker Centre.
Yeah, we went to the hawker center.
And most days we go over the road to the $2
Yeah.
canteen. But I kind of like that environment in terms of like, you know, you can go to expensive restaurants, and
Yeah.
especially in the expat community, that's sort of what people do.
Yeah.
But I think that sort of that honest environment, sitting around having a cheap
Yeah.
lunch, just chatting. There's no sort of like, you know, pretense about it, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. plus
So
we're-
just before we go on, the book I was saying that I forgot.
Ah,
So
going
this
back.
is why we
Right.
work well as a team. My mate out there, Anish,
Yeah.
shout out to him. The book name is Inferno.
Inferno.
Oh,
Inferno.
okay.
Oh, was it?
It-
Did he just ping you on the comments?
Yeah.
Oh,
He just WhatsApp me. So
Oh, well done.
there you
Ash.
go.
That's
Shout out
the
to you,
teamwork.
Anish.
Yes.
You're the man.
Inferno. So you didn't rescue. You didn't rescue you as a result of giving a crap
So
answer.
it's like Anish know more than you do.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, maybe he reads.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No. Are you happy with that answer?
Oh wait.
Oh, you answer. You were asking.
Yes.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Okay, what about you, Graham? What do you like about this?
Well, are you not happy with that answer?
Um.
I'm
Not really. Someone can
only-
do it better.
He's
right?
only been here a week. And he's already telling you.
Yeah.
So I don't really know.
Oh, he's throwing his weight around. He's only been here a week. He's been here a week. He's already
It's
telling you.
fine.
Okay, I need someone to do it better. Right? What about you, Graham? What do you like about this?
We lunch together. That's the best thing about this team. Yeah, I like that. That's what else is the best about this team? I think
The bonding over coffee.
yeah, coffee. We all like coffee.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, you don't like coffee. All right.
You'll never see me drink coffee.
So, what is the best thing about this team? We get stuff done. I think there's a good sense of humor. I think you have to have a sense of humor
Yeah.
if you work here, not just because like it's us, but not to take things too seriously. It make it an enjoyable workplace. We work hard,
Yeah.
but have a bit of fun as well. I think as well, it's like, you know, I think what is it that motivates people, and why is that good in this team, is that people here don't need gimmicks to be motivated. They don't need like, you know, like free beer on tap, or they don't need like a ball pit and a slide and, you know,
Yeah.
a ping pong table. We've got one of those, but
Yeah.
they don't need it to be motivated. I think, you know, what motivates people is meaningful work. And I think that's the best thing about this team, is that people have come here to do that,
Yeah.
you know, and find meaningful work and get on with it. And, you know, they're not people who constantly need like stimulation, you know, in that sense.
Yeah,
like-
materialistic motivation or
Yeah.
something. It's more like you're working for building a company.
yeah,
literally,
yeah.
So,
We
yeah.
are builders at heart, I think. Creators.
I
Yeah.
really love the answer.
Yeah.
You really give me the motivation.
Right. You happy with that answer?
I'm happy with the answer, yes.
Oh.
So,
Finally.
should I just walk you the gold
He's
star
been
now?
careful because he's
Yeah.
only been here a week.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm answering another question. Come on,
No,
let's
honestly,
do-
that's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
answer.
yeah.
That's a good answer.
Well, I'm gonna ask the tough question
Okay.
next then, and I know who's gonna get it.
Yeah.
Zaha,
Yeah.
how old are you?
Oh. Okay, I've just turned 27,
Just turned 20. So when was your birthday?
1st of October.
Oh!
Why? Oh, why was it? What's it?
Oh, sorry, we're in November.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we thought it's
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was yesterday. 1st of October.
Yes,
All right.
so
You just
1
turned.
year and 1 month. Yeah, 27 years
27.
and 1 month.
You're still young.
Yeah? No, you should ask.
Yeah, I'm like nearly 20 years older than you. It's like almost double.
Yeah. So now you can do your calculations. How
Yeah.
old he?
I don't know. Am I supposed to be surprised, or is that supposed to be a good answer? How can I not say that's not a good answer? 27. So okay, let me ask you, how do you feel about being 27? And I'll
It's
judge
quite
you on that answer.
I'm quite scared.
Scared?
Yeah, no, as you're getting older, you need to actually, build your path, what's you're
Yeah.
going to do in the future. Yeah, I mean, what's
Feel
the
the pressure.
best for you. Yeah, there's the pressure for you there.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think it's a bit too late to actually start building. You have to actually start building it like probably in the early 20s.
Hmm.
Yes, so I mean, for me here, 27, I'm building it halfway there.
Hmm.
Yeah, still deciding on what's the best for me.
You know what? The thing is, though, that I'm still deciding what's the best for me.
Mm.
It never stops.
Whoa.
I'm not alone there.
Yeah.
Amazing, Rehan. We need to write that down.
Yeah, that needs to go on.
Yeah,
That
just-
day, the quote of the day or something.
Oh, is it?
We
Yeah.
should do that.
Can I get a gold star for my own question?
Nope, nope, not a gold star.
Well, I've got to award it to you because I
Ah.
can't say that's a crap
Yeah.
answer. So, well done, Zaha.
Thanks.
Telling us how old you are,
So everyone has a gold star now,
Yeah.
except me.
except you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you're
Very next
giving,
one,
you're
yeah.
too safe with your answers.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, I think they're getting a little bit tougher now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, let's do the coffee thing. Okay, to the team. How many cups of coffee do you drink in a day? What has been your maximum number in a day?
Ooh.
Yes. Shall I start with
Actually,
Bara?
yeah, we should asking these two gentlemen here. They have their ups and downs and
Yeah.
extremes as well.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
There's never too little for a coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, who do you want to ask?
I'll ask you, Bara.
Yeah.
What was the question again? How many cups of coffee do you drink in a day? on a less stressed day, probably 3.
Okay.
3. Wow.
Maximum?
Maximum.
Maximum, I've gone up to 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
7 to 9 at least.
That's crazy.
I mean, I felt the effects, but yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of coffee do you prefer drinking? Like
Coffee cow.
What's
Coffee
that, the
cup.
strong one?
Strong one.
strong one?
Yeah.
Strong one.
What, black or
Like it's just a stronger coffee with all
Yeah.
the sugar.
sugar?
milk.
Ooh.
It's too much.
It's hardcore, huh?
Yeah.
Don't you get like a sugar rush after?
Yeah,
Having
so after like my third, after like the 4th or 5th cup,
Yeah.
I sort of feel it. Like,
Dizzy?
not say dizzy, you would feel my presence. That's all I can tell you.
You'd feel the vibe.
you would definitely.
He'll be humming.
So I can't,
I'm pretty sure you won't miss me after the 5th cup. Like, you will. It's yeah.
so I can't tell whether is it good or bad. I mean, the answer. I mean,
Only you decide.
I'll just ask Pratna. What about you?
So when I used to have my exams, I have gone up to like 8, 9 cups of coffee, but I prefer drinking tea over coffee.
Hmm.
So yeah, on an average, I drink like 1 cup of coffee in office, but otherwise, I prefer tea. So it's kind of a tradition, like a family thing. Like me, my brother, my mom, dad.
Hmm.
Every night we have like a cup of tea and we talk.
Oh,
So
that's
that's
nice.
the reason
Yeah,
why
yeah.
That's very
I
sweet.
prefer tea over coffee. Another reason, yeah.
Much more of an Indian
Ah.
thing as well. isn't it?
Yeah, chai.
Yeah.
Okay. Questions about coffee, but you prefer tea.
I prefer. Oh my god! But it was a sweet answer. Come on.
I actually agree.
I'm
Questions about the
afraid-
coffee,
Am
but
I
those.
not the right person to say?
Nope.
Should
Gold star to Bar.
Yo,
Yeah.
my man.
There you go. He decides, I'm afraid.
Yep.
That is the power of asking the question. You don't get to
I
choose
think
whether or not
there's
to
a
be done.
plan here. You guys have planned
Yeah,
something.
a bit of a cartel
Yeah.
forming.
So I get to ask the question.
You do.
Right,
You
of
do.
course.
Right, Barth, over to you. Coffee man.
What is? Okay. Pratana, I'm pretty confident you'll get your gold star from this.
Okay.
Explain
Oh.
what you do in your team in less than 5 words.
Okay. I make money and grow.
Hey.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I make money, get growth.
You get the star.
Yeah. I make money. That's all you need to know.
In any, you get the star.
That's it.
That's it.
She wins.
She wins it.
Wow. Oh, thank you. I would like to thank my mom, my dad.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you so much. It's all because of your support.
Yeah.
Do you
Thank
need
you
an
for
award?
believing in me.
Yeah.
In
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah. Thank you. Sticking through me. The hard times.
Finally, one gold star.
Yeah.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
It is.
So now you get to ask the question.
Well done.
Yeah.
Barth.
Finally.
Now the pressure's off.
Finally.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't get that one.
Actually, no. Wait, sorry. Hit the pause button.
No. Continue. Now that's a cliffhanger for the next time. Go on.
Okay. So, Raham, can I ask you the second question
Certainly.
there? What is the one skill you have that you can do better than anyone else in this room?
Yeah.
Would you bet $10,000 on it?
Well, see, I don't know Zaha, so I don't know his secret superpower, right? So I don't know if I would bet on it. So, but I would, if it's a skill, it's going to have to be something to do with like endurance sports. I'm not sure if you're one of them because I would have sniffed it out already in the first week. Telltale signs. I think I can run up a hill faster than anybody here. Run up that hill that comes up to the office. I think if we did a race up there,
Mm-hmm.
I think I would win.
Oh, that's some crazy shit.
I think I would. I think I'd put $10,000 on it to get to the top from the bottom up to where the guard post is.
Can I be very frank? I would put an extra 10,000 on it. Just
Yeah.
I'm just putting it.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out there.
Bet against yourself.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
I can't compete either.
Yeah. That would be it. I don't think anything else. Like, I mean, singing, no. Playing a musical instrument, no. Making things, no.
So I think we need to test this out. We'll test it out soon.
Should we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
soon, and then
I don't know. Things
Test it out soon.
there's a
Should
few.
we
There's a
run?
few. You know, I don't know about those guys out there. Anish, Shaman. Do you think they're secret?
We only
Runners.
know when they're put to the test.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
But they could just like kick our asses. They're just like the quiet ones.
Yeah,
exactly. The
and-
the quieter they are, the
Yeah.
more hidden talent they
Yeah,
have.
exactly. Look forward to that.
The only time I have run like really fast is when there was a dog like literally after a street dog was literally after me.
Really? We can reenact that. See how fast you get out that hill. Look at her go.
Yeah.
For me, maybe 5 years ago, I would have competed with.
5 years ago.
5 years ago, yes.
What, when you were in your prime?
My national service.
Ah,
Yes.
Did you do all that rocks in the backpack stuff?
Well, I did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Climb up the mountains in Taiwan, all the heavy backpacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, carrying a rifle.
Yeah.
Okay, that was those were the days.
Yeah.
Maybe you can ask me back then. to
Wow.
compete with.
I'll give you 5 years to get back in shape. Then we can have that race.
I don't think I can get back to that.
$10,000 is on it. Come on. How about it?
I'll try.
All right. Good.
This is live, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have said it now.
Just,
So
It's out there.
the wager is on.
yeah. Yeah. Yes, I like dance.
You all like it?
Yes,
Oh,
I
good.
do, and I'm very confident that
Yes.
you are the only one who can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, come on, Raham, ask the next
All right,
question.
okay. What's the next question? What have we got? Okay. So, who's someone you really admire? Pratana.
Admire in terms of like just.
Just admire. Not in an amorous way.
I think in terms of role model, the person I really look up to, obviously there are a lot of celebrities, a lot of great entrepreneurs, but actually it's my uncle. And I have whatever I have learned like throughout this journey of 23 years. 23 is because of him.
There you go.
The reason is because he has also lived like a very similar lifestyle. Like he has also gone abroad, stayed abroad. I have also moved from India to Singapore, so all that what I go through, he understands that.
Right.
And
He's here in Singapore.
he's not in Singapore. He's in India, but he has traveled around a lot and stayed away from the family. So he gets me. Professionally also, he is a great advisor. Literally, he was the one who suggested me all the courses that I should take. So all the big decisions in my life, whatever I take, is first I ask him, I consult him. And because that is one person I know, he'll never advise me anything wrong. Yeah. Also because he's my uncle, but also because he understands me, what I want. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Give him a shout out just in case he's watching.
Yes.
Uncle.
Nitin.
What's his name?
Nitin.
Nitin.
Yeah.
Awesome. That was a good answer.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Do I get a star for that?
Yeah, I think
But
we
I'm not
just-
satisfied with it. Oh, it was a good answer, but
And all my answers are like more emotional. That's why.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're just working the crowd now. Now that you know what they want, I'm going to just get one more.
I'm just telling you, I'm going to have fans after this.
I'm sure you. Sure
Yeah,
you do.
people are going to comment, yes, Radna, we support you. You should be getting the role star.
You're gonna get probably a fan page. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give the role star to Pratna,
No,
right?
no, you've got one already. You're getting carried away. I'm gonna ask Bharat now. Who's someone you admire?
On an emotional basis, my father, because of the hardship and everything he's been through, but as a role model or as someone I look up to, Heath Ledger.
Why?
So so I was never a very big fanatic movie kind of person until I saw Batman, where Heath Ledger was the Joker.
Oh,
And
right.
Just before the movie,
He's good.
I think just after the movie came out, he passed on. But the dedication he put through for that character, the dedication he did for his characters, not only for the Joker, but for the previous characters he has acted in. The dedication and that loyalty to that role, I was like, man, it's on a different level, and that sort of shaped me up to be who I am now.
Do you see yourself in him, or the other way around?
Too early to answer that.
Is it?
Too early to answer that. But
What was it that he? I mean, I'm sure every actor is,
I mean-
dedicated and.
yeah, they are dedicated in their own ways. But you see, to act as a Joker, you have to be psychotic. You have to do things that a human would not do on a normal basis.
Yeah, the
I mean, yeah,
character was believable.
You can put in Johnny Depp for for fine tuning that character as Jack Sparrow and all that. But to be that psycho, to go through that, I think
Yeah.
he's on another level,
Mm.
and that really inspired me to be like,
To be psychotic.
To be a
and-
psychotic.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that. I think that was a good answer.
Yes, that was. I'll give you my gold star. for
Oh.
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Before I was allowed to. You get,
I also like that.
you're getting carried away now. Oh, let's give it to Barrett.
Yeah.
Alright. Wait, do I get a star?
Well, Pratana says so.
Yeah.
So you get one.
Yes.
Right. Over to you, Barrett.
So the next question. Demonstrate to us how you are the real deal when it comes to hustling. Zaha.
Me? Damn.
How do you hustle?
How do you hustle?
Oh my god. Okay, this is a very tough question for me. Honestly, I don't know. I got no idea. Can I pass this?
You can't be
pass
happy
this
with that
question?
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was too much. He buckled under the pressure.
Yes.
Pass it to you, Graham.
Hustle. So what is hustle? It's putting yourself out there, asking. I started this business when I had a comfortable semi-retirement in my 40s. Didn't need to do it, but I like hustling. I like the challenge. Yeah. So it's real deal, because I guess I sacrificed a lot to come here. I sacrificed a comfortable life in Japan, and I could have stayed there forever. I could have just had my life doing what I was doing what we were doing. But the hustle was to come here and make this happen. So,
I like the answer,
but
but I think it's too safe of an answer. it's an awesome answer. But
you
it's,
don't have to justify yourself. It's fine.
too safe.
It's right. We'll have words later.
Pratana.
Yeah.
Throw it to you.
The hustler.
The hustler.
You did say earlier that you make money in 3 words. So
Yeah.
Yes.
So
So, like for the previous career fair, if you remember, Bharat, you were also with us on that. So, we wanted to get talent in, and it was our first, like, an MVP of career fair. So, getting the talent we had startups, we wanted to get the right talent. So, we had gone down to some other career fair.
Oh, well, the other career fair.
Some other career fair, and we were just whoever was coming down coming out from the career fair, we were like, hey, come to our career fair, it's just next week. And so it was a Sunday afternoon, and we actually went and did that, and we got a really good response. Like in 2 weeks time, we were able to set up a whole career fair with 10 startup founders there, along with 100 talent, 100 attendees. So although it was a team effort, but I also take a bit of a credit for that. Yeah.
You hustled.
Yes.
Hustle strong.
That is the thing I am proud of. Like that was the project I was really proud of. That if I can do that, I understood my capabilities from that project, that I can go out and get in people, sell things. Yeah.
Have you done anything like that before?
No,
Yeah, when you just have to ask people, have to hustle.
not really. This was the first time, and this was actually I was surprised myself that I could do something like this.
Yeah.
Because maybe I'm really passionate about this business and the whole model and all the projects that we are working on, and because I think we all started from the beginning, so that's why we feel it like our own.
Absolutely.
And we want to really work hard for it to make it successful. I think, I've done internships before, but that was something else, a particular project. This feels like something of my own. Yes, I should get a gold star for that. Yes.
Wait.
If it's a gold star, I think both of you all deserve the gold star. But I think for the fact that
You have to commit.
yeah,
You got to commit. Give it to somebody, not.
so I'll give it to you.
But I hustle by not answering that question. So.
That is not the right answer.
That is not hustling.
That's the anti-hustle.
Exactly. So yeah, I'll give it to you, Pratana.
Okay.
Over to you, Pratana.
Yeah. So, okay, Graham, why was this location chosen to be the studio and office?
Who asked that? Singapore. Yeah.
Yeah.
We talk about Singapore.
Yeah.
So why was it?
Because you, as you said, that you had a comfortable life in
yeah.
Japan. So, why?
Because it's where the action is.
Mm-hmm.
That's the answer.
Yeah. Sweet, short, and simple. You got it.
You can't
Oh,
ask
no,
anyone.
Okay, so technically that question can be answered by one person.
Yeah, that's
So whoever put that question
Yeah, I
in.
can only be answered by one person.
Oh, Pranav should have choose that question.
Let's do another one. I don't. Yeah.
That's let me.
Not all the answers are good. All the
Yeah.
questions.
Okay,
are
not
good
all the
questions.
questions are of quality.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Zaha. Describe your first day at the startup. So you've been here a week now?
Yes, a week and 3 days.
Oh, okay.
Wait, 5 days, 3 days, 8 days, 1 day.
Yeah, a
1 week
week.
and a
A week. So how was your first day here?
I was super excited.
Okay.
Yes, because I like to be working in a very small team, so I get to be doing a lot more things. Yeah.
Okay.
The smaller the team is, the more roles,
Mm-hmm.
the more things that you got to do.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So that's what excites me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, just one. Just one. I mean, excited.
Then
I was
describe
excited.
your first day. Like what was through
Oh,
highlights from the first day. Something
Highlights of
really
first day.
impressed you.
okay, my first day I was tasked to create several social media channels
Mm-hmm.
for all our shows. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I was there trying to find out, like collecting emails,
Yeah.
using email address to actually create those channels, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it was honestly quite boring. I don't really like it. Okay, what I liked most was my second day and the third day. I started doing more things.
Uh-huh.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so the first day, when I come into the office, I was quite excited. But then, given that the task I was supposed to do, doesn't really excite me the most.
Hmm.
Second and third day, that's where the action begins.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
Bharat.
You should have asked me the second day. Why first day?
Bharat.
My
Come on.
describe
Yeah, describe your first day here. Because
Describe my
technically
first
you started working just one day before I started
Right,
working.
right. So I clearly remember my first day. So that was when the first Pitch Tech Asia show was.
Oh right, yes, that
was the
was when
First Pitch Tech Asia show.
it was like
That was at the lecture theatre.
trial
Oh,
show.
yeah.
It was with
Yeah. It was with we did the
then-
social enterprise
yeah.
one, right?
No.
Before
yours,
that, a
yours.
test one.
Oh, with me, Jody,
Jody,
Dennis.
Dennis, Rena.
Ria.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember
That was
that.
day
So
one. Wow.
Neville was there.
Neville. Yeah.
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 So I remember that came in. There's nobody at here. It's like it's
Hmm.
empty. Came in. Studio was basically walls. These pads. These
Yeah.
pads were on. There was no curtains. Nothing. I was like there. Setting up, learning all the MGX and all that kind of stuff, bringing it down.
Hmm.
It was an experience. I was tired. I mean, like, I was like, whoa, what did I just go through? But that experience
Yeah.
to actually do that mixing and all that, it really blew my mind. It's like, gosh, I actually got. So I
Yeah.
found my sweet spot. It was mind blowing. It was awesome. It was
Yeah.
probably personally I would say it's a life changing experience.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Did you do that like for the first time, something like this?
Yeah, mixing and recording a live show like
Uh-huh.
that, first time.
Mm-hmm.
I've never. It's like it sort of made me understand that this is what I really wanted to do
Mm-hmm.
all along.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the first day was like mind blowing. That's how I would
Nice.
describe it.
Yeah. Sorry, Zahar. I like his answer.
He should have done day two.
Yeah, he should have done day two.
Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid you don't get to choose the
Mhm.
questions.
It's alright. The next one.
So I
Over to you,
all
Barrett.
right, okay. Describe your first day. First job. What does your startup do differently than anyone else? Pick something weird or unique about what you do on a daily basis, e.g., group yoga. Pratana.
Are we allowed to talk about group yoga?
Nobody does yoga. Can you show me the question again,
Sure,
please?
here you go.
What do we do?
What do we do that's weird?
Yeah.
What do we do that is normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a lot of things like
Yeah.
exciting stuff, but nothing weird as such. We do. We always crib about coffee. That's what unites the entire team.
Yeah.
Cribbing about coffee.
No, we were supposed to share what video that we watch.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
So there's something very weird. Okay, that
It's
has.
these guys that are doing that, right?
Yeah. So recently this has started. Bharat, after waking up, before coming to the office every morning, he watches some video. And then he comes to the office and shares it with us. And these are the weirdest of the videos you would want to watch early in the morning, first thing in the morning. And he shares it with us. It doesn't make any sense, but it has just become like a thing.
Guys, it's just entertainment.
Yeah, it's like video of the morning or something like that for us now.
They really.
Do you want to give some examples of the videos that?
Oh man, there's so many.
Just like few examples just to.
But you guys are practically saying about animals, like these cute cat videos. Oh,
wow.
Not those ones. He used to watch some crazy videos. Come on, Bharat. Just to prove my point that
I
that
actually
it's weird.
forgot which of the videos. There's
Okay,
too many.
so they are actually weird videos.
We don't want to be scaring people
Yeah,
off now.
mysteries
no,
and
it's not gory. It's not gory.
history, mystery, and all that.
I think you should start reading, Barrett.
Yeah, rather than watching these videos.
There's a better world out there.
But then I don't remember my title.
Yeah, so this is one of the weird things that happens in the team.
Yeah.
I would not classify them as weird, but I would give it to
Okay,
you.
playing something like table tennis is
Yeah.
normal
Yeah.
because as a fun activity, which we do like very often here, we have a table tennis here, and all the rest of the things are very normal. But this is the weirdest part, I think.
I'm not gonna give it to you because that means I'm gonna call myself weird. I'm gonna throw the question to Saha.
I just came in, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Okay, Graham, come on.
Then Graham.
Well, I don't know. Obviously, I'm discovering these weird things that you do, which is good for me.
I was like going through from first day onwards. until
Yeah,
now.
maybe we can have another question because I don't think we do enough weird things, do we?
Yeah.
Maybe we
Yeah.
should
We should start.
think we
doing
should
these
start,
videos.
do
Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, no, I think we're quite normal. but-
Oh, the marshmallow thing was weirdly
oh yeah. Do we
fun.
yeah, we got a marshmallow hat.
Yeah, so the other day they were just Bharat was wearing a marshmallow, the hat, something, mask, and he was just playing,
Yeah.
like acting like a DJ,
Okay,
and
for that one, I give it to you. Straight up, that was weird.
Yeah.
I
That
give it to you.
was-
My grandmother was asking me like,
what has gotten
"What has
into
gotten
you?
into you?" I'm like, "Nothing."
I didn't get to see
Yeah.
that.
I think as well, we haven't been together long enough as a team really
Yeah.
to kind of get into our rhythm, especially like you two guys as well. I've joined quite recently,
Yeah.
so I'm sure all these weird things will emerge.
Yeah,
in time.
soon.
Slowly, with the
Yeah.
videos of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly.
I'll get my horns out.
Yeah,
I'll
this
give
is
it-
going to be interesting.
I'll give it to you, Pratana.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. But no star for you.
Maybe we should round up. Maybe one last question.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Uh,
Can you scroll through all the questions? The
okay.
last
Um.
Who asked about the library?
one.
I know who. I know who.
Exactly.
Okay, Graham. Let's end this round with your
Mm.
with last question to you. What motivates you to come to office every morning? Can I tweak it a bit?
Oh, it's
like-
gone. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes. What motivates you to wake up every morning and do your the entire exercise and training that you do,
Yeah, workout
the entire workout?
because I'm 46.
Need to get in shape.
That is the answer. That is the answer.
Elaborate.
That is the answer. Because I'm 46. If I was 26, I wouldn't be doing it.
So that's good. So now you're not doing it, right?
I'm aware of my mortality. I'm aware that I'm getting old. So I don't know. Yeah, that's the answer.
But it's also out of passion as well.
Yeah,
like
no,
something-
I do. I like, really pushing myself hard,
Yeah.
like really hard.
And
Beyond, I think, like some people like into extreme, like they jump off buildings and stuff like that.
Whoa.
You know, there's some people like that. You know, that they're like I think it's a brain wiring thing. Like people, they go like really, you know, either like super fast or they
Yeah.
jump off things or they do
Yeah.
like really dangerous things.
Right.
I think their brains are slightly wired differently.
Hmm.
Mine's hardwired a little bit differently, I think, in the sense that I really enjoy suffering. I really pushing myself out. That's why I do like Iron Man, because it's
Yeah.
like it's absolutely not enjoyable at all.
Yeah.
Like it's 12 hours of agony, but it's just the most satisfying thing ever. So it's like I think some people that when you really push yourself hard, like
Yeah.
for example, like you know, why do I do it? Like when you'll climb up a mountain on a bike,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a really really tough climb, and
Mm.
your legs are burning, and your
Mm.
heart's going to explode, and you're like everything's just like saying give up, give up, give
Mm.
up. That's the moment when I feel truly alive.
Whoa.
And I think that is the moment when I'm like, you know, because I think when we live quite a comfortable life, don't we?
Yeah.
And we forget what it feels like to be what makes us human beings, right?
Mhm.
And that to be that sort of that alive feeling.
Yeah.
And like we talked about doing yoga or whatever. Like I've tried all that. I've tried like meditation and stuff. I can't do it. I like sit in a room and got to pay that bill and got to upload that file to the server. And it's like I can't turn that thing off.
Yeah.
So the only time that thing ever gets turned off
Hmm.
is when I'm like at it, when I'm like pushing myself really hard. That's the only time when that noise turns off.
Yeah, and if our viewers they don't know what I'm talking about, the workout, they should follow Ram on
Follow me on
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the full workout. You can join
Yeah.
me, join along every 7 o'clock in the morning, Singapore
Yeah,
time.
Oh.
and you will definitely get motivated one day to actually start doing something like
Are you getting up as well now at 7 and doing it? You join? Are you like?
haven't started yet, but yes, I am in the middle of getting motivated. Like I'm just that far.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be part of our daily downloads.
Ooh, yeah. Something
Yeah.
weird what we do. We all sort of get on Instagram and do like a daily workout.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Can I? Because I'm awarding myself that answer. I want to ask everybody the last question because
Okay.
Yes.
somebody asked it, and I just think it's could be insightful. What was your first job, Barrett?
Whoa.
What was my first job? So this is like
Does it
is,
include
is this,
part-time?
is this like my first job or my first full-time job?
What was your first job? That was the
Okay,
question.
since you are young, just include all your part-time jobs that you've done.
Yeah.
My first job.
All those funny jobs.
I'm not joking. There was this one day job where there's this place called some butchery. For Christmas, they chop up the meat and they
Mm.
package it nicely. So what I did, I pack it nicely, put it in a box, give it to the customer who comes in.
Did you steal as well?
No.
Okay.
See you doing
Steal meat.
No.
Like
Did you?
this-
What was it like? Did you do it for more than a day?
No, it's just one day. It's
One
just like
day.
one day job because it was like a Christmas
Oh, right.
special thing.
Yeah.
So they paid me like a few $50 or something like that.
$50.
I was like only like
Blimey, that's
only
good
like
money.
16 or 18. I'm not too sure. It's like just after secondary school.
Why did you leave?
It's just a one day job.
Oh, could have made.
Seasonal job.
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
It's just a one day job, and I was like, but then, yeah, it was interesting. It was mixed but interesting.
It's a good answer, Zaha. First job.
Okay, it was a part-time job. Okay,
Yeah.
I was a sales associate.
Selling.
Yes. For this brand called Salvatore Ferragamo.
Oh, okay.
you heard of it?
right.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So clothes and
Yes, some clothing, shoes, bags, all this. Yeah.
Did you
So-
get discounts?
Sorry,
Did you get discounts?
I didn't even bother. I mean, we do have discount, but the price is so
Yeah.
expensive. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
were you a good
Sorry?
salesperson? Did you make lots of
Um,
sales?
I did. Yeah, I do.
Hmm.
What's the best part of that job is I like to love talking to customers. Just
Mm.
giving them opinions on what their preference, their shoes they wear, handbags, all this.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it was quite long. I worked it for 1 year, 1 year plus. Yeah, 1 year 6 months or something. Yeah. I worked there until I think after my O levels.
Mm.
Yes, after O levels.
You mean after your O levels? How old were you when you started this work?
I was 17.
Oh, okay. O levels are a
17.
different. Oh, okay. So
17, yes,
different here
yeah.
in Singapore.
Yeah. So I mean, okay, it was supposed to be like because between secondary school and polytechnic doing my diploma, there was a break in between. I think a long 6-month break. Yeah. So I planned to actually work for 6 months, but in the end I extended till 1 year. Yeah.
Cool.
But I was working till while I was schooling as well.
Right. Good for you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, it's a good job. I think it's always good to work in retail.
Yeah.
I
Just
like
build
people to
your,
work
build your
with.
confidence.
Yeah,
actually.
absolutely. They're
Correct.
good with people. It's the real deal. You can't hide in retail, can you? Partner.
Yes. This is my first paid
Your
job.
first paid job is this?
Yes.
Oh my god.
This is, but my family has a business back in India, so weekends are we have retail stores, and it's mainly has footwear for ladies and accessories for ladies. So weekends are like packed for us. So I usually used to go there when I was in my 10th grade or something and help out my mom, dad. Only when it's very crowded, but I never yet got paid for it. So yes, this is like my first
Oh wow,
paid
excellent.
job.
Good answer.
Yeah.
A good start. Good. Well, there we go. That was why I work here, and I think we covered all bases and almost an hour as well. Can I
Yeah.
just tell you what my first job was?
Yes.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
That. Oh yeah.
My first ever job was, and I lied to get the job, was because I was too young. I was 14,
Okay.
and I had to be 16 to work there legally. So I pretended to be my older brother, who was 16, and I used his tax number as well to get the job. And it was picking apples, and I did it all summer on a farm picking apples, and I've got paid I think £1.20 something an hour.
This was in the 80s, I suppose.
Yeah, about them. And then the
Touchy topic.
late 80s.
Late 80s.
So it's about $2 in Sing dollars, $2.80 an hour. Yeah, just picking apples all day.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my first job.
Wow.
Oh
There you go. I did a lot of those sort of ones. Yeah, it was good. It's good training. I've worked in factories, done all that. Yeah, it's good. Worked in a furnace once, which was quite interesting.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah, you know, like a big where they
Mm-hmm.
burn things, and
Right.
if you were like the new guy, they would actually say, "Oh, can you just go and, you know, clean that out of the furnace?" And you would, "Oh yeah, yeah," and you go in there with the broom, and then
Yeah.
they would like laugh and you know, there's big like wheel
Yeah,
door shut
yeah.
things. They'd slam the
Oh,
door shut and
yeah.
lock it and go through the window because those big thick windows,
Right.
and turn the bloody thing on.
Oh my god, it
They
was so evil.
Yeah, and you'd see, oh my god, I'm gonna be cooked in or alive. And they were like, oh, I just hit the the stop button just in time. So
Oh.
yeah, that was like.
And how old were you? When
I was 16. when I
Whoa.
was doing that. Yeah. Yeah. So that was good fun.
Come a long way.
Only just. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
So this was Why Work Here, and it was a special edition for Asia Tech Podcast, an introduction to our team. Thank you so much to all of the team here and sharing your stories with us. It's been delightful. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the team watching outside. Hopefully we can get you on a future one. So Why Work Here? We hope to showcase the inside of a team in a startup and how they work together, and hopefully that encourages people to think about, well, maybe this is the environment that I want to be part of, the team that I want to join. If that's the case, then we'll give you details about how you can reach out, both if you're interested in working for this company and or if you are interested in bringing your startup onto the show and, playing the game, answering the questions and bearing all to the world. That's what it's all about. Why Work Here? We're signing off. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.